Good morning, folks. Um, I was teaching my daughter about fundamental units and derived units yesterday, and that reminded me of my school days, year 11, year 12, where we are also learning the same stuff, how you can convert all derived unit into fundamental units. So we started with a straight line, which is length. Centimeter is a fundamental unit in CGS system. So all the units of the world, you can break it down to three, mostly length, which is centimeter or meter, then time, which is second in all the systems, imperial or MKS or CGS, and then mass. The not the weight. So mass times gravity is the weight. Weight is a force, mass is mass. And it starts with length, and then it become a square area, or area, which is length square. Then becomes volume, which is all of this, which is length cube. Then comes density, which is mass per volume. And then comes acceleration, no, speed, which is distance per time. Then comes velocity, which is speed in a particular direction. So speed is not a vector quantity, whereas velocity is vector quantity because it has got a direction. Then came acceleration, which is change of velocity per unit time. Then came the concept of force from Newton's first principle, which is every particle in this universe retains its state of rest or of uniform motion along a straight line unless influenced by an external force. So that's first law. So the first law defines what is force, which is the thing that changes the state of a particle. And second, the concept of momentum. So mass into velocity is momentum. And the second law of Newton actually teaches us how to measure force. So it says the force is proportional to the change in momentum. So that's how you calculate force. So force equal to m times change in momentum. And all of these then you can derive to fundamental units m, l, and t. And then after force comes what is work done. So work is force into displacement. And then what is power? Power is work done per second. Perfect. So this is all I was teaching my daughter yesterday. And why I'm telling all this? Because learning something new, refreshing your memory, actually rekindles some of the neural synapses in your brain. A learning brain is a healthy brain because it prevents dementia, it prevents forgetfulness, it keeps your brain young. So learn something complicated, learn something you're interested but you never found the time to do it. So what is this you are saying? I have to advise a lot of my patients with liver problem, with huge ascites, like how much to drink. And doing that, I found that some of my patients doesn't actually know how much they're drinking. Are they under drinking or over drinking? Because over drinking is also dangerous for general population, because your kidney has got a limited number of nephrons and their job is to filter the blood and make urine. And if you drink lots and lots of water, they will have to work extra hard to get out all this water from the blood. So their shelf life or their work life gets shortened, and you end up with kidney failure. And there's a big study, I believe, in marathon runners who 10 years, 20 years ago have been brainwashed to drink loads and loads and loads of water, as if drinking water will enhance their performance. But beyond being completely hydrated and beyond replenishing the electrolyte loss, it doesn't give you any extra advantage. So how do you know how much water you should drink? The rough guide is look at your color of your urine. Your urine color should be just pale yellow. It shouldn't be like water. It neither should be like dark yellow, just pale, just a hint of yellow. And that's, you determine how much you're drinking, over or under. Second is go by the thirst. But the problem is by the time you're feeling thirsty, it's already you are in depletion. Yeah. So make sure that you drink plenty, but that doesn't mean excessive. Roughly, it is how much you pee plus another 500 for insensible loss like sweat and breathing. However, if you're living in a hot country, you sweat a lot more than, or if you work out, you sweat a lot more. So all of this have to be taken into account, but nature has given us this sensation of thirst. So use that and look at your urine color. This, any idea how much? Because I got very confused when I came to UK first, because liquid ounce, solid ounce, milliliters, because I'm used to milliliter and liter. So this is, what is it? 500. This is 250. This is 200. This is 150. This is 50. And how do I know all that? I use this to measure. This is my favorite coffee drinking cup, and this is my favorite coffee. I'm having Sumatra coffee, which came all the way from Indonesia, Sumatra, and this is really nice flavor. And that's it. So learn something new, go back to your school days and learn everything that you learned. Go back to your medical school days and learn all the basic sciences that most of the doctors are forgetting, and they're being blinded by standard practice. They are not questioning their standard practice with the basic science to see any discrepancy. And that's the debate we have been having in our medical school WhatsApp group. Learn to challenge guideline if the guideline is not making any sense. Like our dietary guidelines is not making any sense to me anymore. Anyway, that's another talk. Measure the volume. Learn something new. Drink plenty, but not excessive. That's the message for today.